Hey guys, welcome back. Today is going to be part three of my training session. So this is the third one of my training sessions. So we're going to get started with some stretches. And just remember, like always, if you don't have a bag, you can kick the air. It's the same thing. So get down into your sumo stretches. You're gonna have your elbows push as wide as you can here. Right? You're on your knees. Elbows, push your knees. Or you could use your hands to push. I like my elbows more comfortable. So you could use your hands if you want to, but now put your right foot out. So when we do our kicks today, I don't have a plan of what I'm doing. I'm just going to be thinking of the stuff of the top of my head. Normally I have like a plan, but now I'm just thinking of the stuff off the top of my head. So switch. Yeah. And there isn't going to be like a set amount of how many I want you guys to do. You guys just keep going until I tell you to switch legs. All right? All right, get into your frog stretches. Or you could call it half splits. I call them frog splits or frog stretches. But yeah, call them whatever you like. Just gonna be in the splits without your feet out. That's what we're doing here. Now go into the splits. It shouldn't be as hard as you normally do them because you're just in your frogs, which makes it a little bit easier when you get into your regular splits. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. Get your forehead to your knee. And grab your foot too with your hands. Switch. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and stand up. So now you're gonna grab your leg like this and pull your knee to your stomach. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when you keep in mind when you do these, bring up your other leg. When you do these, make sure that you don't want to grab it, fall. Try maintaining your balance for as long as you can. I fell there, but because my balance is not perfect. But make sure you practice your balance too. All right, so here's another one you have to balance on. You're gonna grab your foot with your hand and pull it. You should feel it right here in your quads. I think that's what you call them. No, thighs. I think, yeah, thigh. You should feel it in your thigh. I don't know what you call it. You should just feel it here. Right here. You get your quads or your thighs. So switch. And make sure when you do them, you have your knee right next to your other knee. Because if you're like this, you don't feel anything. But then if you go like this, you'll feel it. If you go back like this more, you'll feel it more. But make sure your foot, keep your foot on your butt. And then go as far as you can. But you don't want to be like this going as far as you can. You want to have it touching your butt and then go like this as far as you can because you feel more stretch. All right, shake your legs. All right, so the first kick we're gonna do is cut kick. I know if you've watched all my training session videos, you'd know that we always do cut kick first. That's because cut kick's the main kick, like I said the last video. So we're gonna do some cut kicks each leg. Once again, we're not gonna do a certain amount. Just, I'll tell you when to stop. Passa. When you kick, make sure you key up. And a key up is a yell. If you don't know that from my last video, and you haven't watched my last training session videos, I recommend you go watch those ones before you watch this one, because as I do it, I get slowly more advanced. So if you're not already that advanced, go watch those other ones first. Passa! Passa! Make sure when you do this, you don't want to just lift your foot up and hit the person like that. You want to but you don't also want to go like that. I know you might at your dojo or dojang, they might teach you go like this, but you when you do it, you don't want to do that because they could get a lot closer to you. Like, I'll get as close as I can here with it fully bent, right? You guys can see that I'm as close as I can. Where if I'm not bent all the way, I'm further away, so it's harder for them. They're further away. Their feet are further away from my head, right? And the reason you don't want to be like, oh, then, but you don't, then you might be like, oh, then why not just have it full extended? Well, if you just do this, there's no power in it. You're just lifting your foot up and touching them, which not that great. So don't go like this when you cut, or don't go like this when you cut. You want to go bend it just a little bit so you still have power and their foot's farther away from your head. Passa! 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 Make sure when you do this, you don't want to keep your head perfectly up like this, because then their foot can hit your head easily. Their foot is closer to your head. So you don't want to lean back like this you don't want to stay like this the whole fight. When you're not engaged with close to them, like kicking, when you're not kicking them or they're kicking you, you want to keep your head up straight, but you also don't want to keep your head like this when you're kicking. You always want to have a slight lean, right? I don't know why I did like that, but you always want to have a slight lean so their foot's further away from your head. Passa! Passa! All right, I want you guys to switch legs. Passa! 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 And you also want to make sure that when you kick, you don't want to be like a bird. Like that. You want to make sure you have your hands in. Which, that doesn't mean you don't want to be the whole fight like this. You don't want to go to a tournament and just fight the entire time with their hands covered when you're when you guys aren't engaged. You just want to have your hands down you give a couple checks, fakes. A fake is like when you, if you do boxing, which I don't know why you'd be watching this if you do boxing, or if you call it something else, you might call it a feint. That a fake is a feint. I don't know what you call it, but fake's like when you act like you're about to kick, but then you just decide not to kick. And then a check, you're like bouncing, and just stop. You look at what they're doing, because you might be wanting to attack, but then they're not anywhere near to attack, and you'll miss your shot. So you just want to give motion, use your bounce. And when I say use your bounce, it means like bounce like this, but you don't want to bounce like, that's not even a bounce, that's like jumping. So you want to be like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So give fakes and motions and use your balance when you kick. And make sure you also cover. And a cover is like if they're trying to kick, you block their kick. So say this is their hands, which it is. So their hands aren't there. Just picture them not there. And then they come in for a kick, and then they bring their hand up and block it. So that's what you want to do to them. And don't let them do that to you. That's why you do fakes. You fake them so that they bring their hand up, and then you're able, say they bring it to the body, you're able to go to the head. If they bring it to the head, you're able to go to the body. All right? Pasa. 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 All right, switch legs. So everybody should be on their first leg, their second set. Pasa. Pasa. Hope you guys are following along with me. Pasa. Pasa. Ooh. Pasa. And another thing that my coach and my dad tells me a lot when I'm in training is you want to be bouncing, right? So your energy level, right? You have an energy level. It's like this. You want to be at 0% energy all the way to 100. It's like you want to be calm and like have no energy, and all of a sudden just pasa as you kick. You don't want to be 100% energy the entire time, because then you'll get tired easily. You don't want to be like this. Pasa! Because then you'll lose your breath, just like I am right now. So you don't want to do that. Nice and no energy, and then pasa! Lots of energy. Or you could also say give it your all, or you could say 110% energy, which is, here's your energy bar. All right? So 0 energy to 110. Pasa! Ooh. Pasa! Switch legs. So this is our last leg, last set. Pasa! 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 Ah, that's a horrible cut. I just lifted my leg up like this. I didn't bend it I bent it like, you don't want to, I didn't bend it enough, although I said you barely want to bend it. So like, instead of, I didn't have it like this, but I didn't have it like this, where this is where you want to be. I didn't have it like this or like this. I had it like in between. So I didn't have that much power. It wasn't the greatest cut I've done. Suck at talking. Pasa! 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 Passa! All right. So we're gonna take a little water break. And after we take this water break, we're gonna do a little bit of stretching. I'm not gonna do like the beginning, just only a little bit. Get some water, relax. Today we're going to do some headshots. So the next one we're going to do, headshots. So if you have something like a bag or something you can put your foot on, put your foot on the wall. You can put it on your bed if you're doing it in your bedroom. I'm going to put it on this guy right here because this is the area I like to do it on. So you're gonna put, if you don't have anywhere you can put it on, I want you to go like this, get on the floor, and then stretch like this. All right. So have your foot like your right or left foot like this, like crossed like this, and you're gonna go down like this. If you don't have anything like a wall or anything you can put your foot on. But if you do, put it on that because, do it. So, you're gonna stretch like this. And it's easier to get a better stretch on it because, I do not know how to talk. You get an easier stretch because, when you're like this, your other, leg is like, your body is like, you're stretching this. And you're focusing on the stretch here. So then here is more focused and it's like 50% of the stretch is here, the other percentage is here. So where here, all the stretch is here. So that's why. And make sure when you do the stretch, you have your leg flat. And you grab your toesy woesies, and then you put your forehead to your knee. All right, other foot. So if you're on the ground, switch. If you're not, you just switch like this. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're not going to do any more stretches. That's it. I just want to do a little stretch. All right. So for the next kick that we're going to do, we're going to be standing here, and then we lift our foot up and go straight to the head. Now, on this one, I want you to keep your leg up a little bit before, and then go. So you could build your butt muscle a little more. And for later on, when we put all the kicks we do together, you have to hold your foot before when you go. So because you're gonna be holding it, and then you go. That's not what you want to do in a fight, but I want you guys to do that right now. Build up your butt muscle, and because we're going to be holding it later on, so that's why I want you to do that. Passa! I messed up. The whole thing I just said, I didn't do. Sorry. Passa! 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 Okay, on this kick, I want you to chamber your foot all the way. So you have it in like a cut kick chamber, right? But instead of having your foot like this, like flat, you just point your toes. So hold it like this, and then passa, and go. Passa! I have a horrible memory. Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting to hold it. I am not the smartest person. Passa! Passa! All right, switch. Passa! And make sure when you kick, you don't, like, I want you guys to look at my arms. I don't want you to go like this when you do it. Passa! So I'm going to do it a couple more times so you guys can see it. Look at my arms, remember that. Passa! Passa! I want you guys to do this. Look at my arms. Passa! Passa! I'll do it 2 more times for you guys. Passa! Passa! What'd you guys notice? I'll give you guys some time. 5, 4, no, I'm not gonna count down. My hands, when I don't want you to do, like you're trying to fly, don't try to fly. I want you guys to maintain like this so that if they try kicking you, as when you kicked, right? When they try kicking you, they can't just be like, they can't just kick you. So that's why I want you guys to cover. Cover, cover, cover. 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 Passa. Passa. Cover. Why do I keep saying cover? Passa. Passa. I know why I keep saying cover. Make sure to cover. It's because I want the word cover to be looping in your head every time you kick. So that you're like, I better cover. Or it makes you feel like somebody's watching you, and if you don't cover, they're gonna attack you. So cover, 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 cover. Make sure to cover. Passa. I forgot to hold it. Sorry, guys. There's so much on my mind. I'm thinking about what we're going to do next. It's hard to remember. Passa! Passa! Switch. Passa! Remember to chamber their kick. Not their kick. Remember to chamber the kick, because if you chamber, if you don't chamber, you're gonna be like this, right? And they could easily hit you, because if you're like this, look, you're open here. Or if you're cover, they're gonna hit your knee. And if you never kicked somebody's knee while fighting, oh God, you don't want it. It hurts. Or if you never kicked the elbow, but that's not what we're talking about here. Those hurt if you kick a knee or elbow. Oh God. Passa! 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 Alright, switch. I know I'm doing that. Passa! 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 In chamber, I don't want you just to chamber before you kick, right? I don't want you just chambering before you kick, right? After you kick, you don't just drop your foot. All right, I want you chamber, kick. So you chamber, kick out, chamber it back in. So I don't want you guys to go like, I want you guys to go like this. See how I'm kicking out and bring it back in. So I'm in, out, in. Don't go in, out, down. All right, I want you to go in, out, in. Go in, pasa, out, in. I didn't hold the out, but you guys get the point, all right? If you don't, I don't really know what to say. I hope you guys get the point. Pasa, pasa. And another way you could tell that you're, like you might be thinking, oh, I'm bringing it back in. But if you feel like when you kick, like it feels like your other foot's about to come up, then you're doing it wrong, because you should be like this, like that, okay? Pasa. Pasa. All right, so now we're going to do a little bit of stretching. Make sure you stretch, okay? So we're going to do stretch. Stretch. What's wrong with me? All right, some more stretches. And push out as wide as you can. You should look like your legs are flat. If you got them perfect, your legs are flat. And if your legs are going like not flat, but like backwards, yeah, you're flexible. I am not that flexible. My legs are just flat. If you could have them go backwards, that means you could do oversplits. And oversplits are when your splits aren't like this, perfect. They aren't perfect. They are beyond perfect. So, yeah, that's what oversplits are. Stay in your sumos. Get them as far as you can. All right. Now go forward into your frogs. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. 10. God. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So now we're going to hold it for another 10 seconds. So 10. 10. Why am I doing this? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm not going to tease you guys anymore. Get into your splits. And these should feel like they shouldn't hurt. If you're already able to go all the way down and they hurt like a lot when you go all the way down, they shouldn't hurt as much because you just warmed up into them, all right? All right? If you're sitting back like this, you want to make sure your toes are up. Or if you're leaning forward a little bit, make sure your foot is flat like this, all right? Because if you're like this, you're not stretching. If you don't have them up, you're not stretching. Or make sure you're up if you're like this, right? And if your splits are like this and you feel pain, like you're up like this, make sure stretch 20 minutes a day. And even if your splits are like this, there is a lot more to stretching than just splits. And if you want to know what I mean, go to my stretching videos. I might post one on Thursday, maybe. I don't know, because I have my teacher come over on Wednesdays, and that's why the 2 other ones I did, I had the little lady there helping me stretch. So yeah, that's when I post the videos. She comes by every Wednesday, so yeah. But we don't record it every Wednesday. All right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, stand up. Whew. All right, so next kick we're going to do, we did this in my first class. This is the 3rd one. We did in the first one. So we just are standing here. Pasa! You just lift up your foot and kick. All right? Don't just, when I say lift up your foot, I don't want you just like this. I want you, when you go, chamber it, snap out, snap back in, down. Pasa! And make sure to key up. And you know what I'm about to say. Cover. Cover. And if you don't remember what cover is, you block. Block, cover. I don't know any other words. Pasa. Ooh. And I want you to do this one just from I don't want you bouncing before. I just want you standing here and then explode up. Pasa! Just don't go don't be bouncing and then go. I want you just from flat-footed up. Actually, you don't have to be flat-footed. You could be on the balls of your feet with your front foot. So like this. Pasa! I want you to be like this, okay? On the balls of your feet on your front foot, the kicking leg. Pasa! 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 And the name for this kick is front leg roundhouse. Now, I call it front leg because it's quicker. And if you're in a tournament, you can't be like, front leg roundhouse to your athlete, because I would be by the time they hear it and all the stuff and they react to it, and by the time you say it, after all that happens, it's too late. So that's why if you ever see me at a tournament and my coach says front leg, that's what they mean. Pasa! Pasa! Okay, switch. Now this should be everybody's good leg, because you should start with your bad leg always. You should always start with your left leg, unless you're left-handed. Then I guess you already did your good leg. So, pasa! 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 Cover. Make sure to cover so they don't hit you, because when you're doing this, they could just easily pick up their front leg and kick you in the face, and they could knock you out if if like if you have junior safety rules, then you cannot. If you have junior safety rules, then you win if they knock you out. But if you don't, they can knock you out. They could win if they knock you out. So you want to make sure you cover when you do it. Pasa! 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 If you don't remember my story I had from last time about covering, the thing I said the entire video almost, is that one time I was at a tournament. I scored 3 kicks the whole entire tournament. I lost that tournament. You want to know why? I didn't key up. So you want to make sure you key up. I don't know why I mentioned covering. It doesn't have anything to do with covering. Actually, so if I think I said that. If I said that, well, you want to cover, but that's not the point of this. You want to make sure you key up because it was a local, so there was no data. So there was no data, right? So a data is electronic scoring, right? So that means like it scores by itself. Where like if it's not electronic scoring, there's little judges in the corner like boom, boom, boom. They have a little remote and they're like pressing buttons. And if 2 judges press the button within half a second of each other, then you score. I know that sounds like, whoa, no way, you would never score, but they press it the second they see it. So yeah. So my story is I only keyed up 3 times and I only scored 3 kicks. So I got 6 points, right? 3 because a kick to the body was 2 points. So I scored 3 kicks, keyed up 3 times, and yep. So, and those 3 times those 3 times I keyed up, those are the 3 times I scored. So, if you're at a local event with no data, make sure to key up. Okay? Okay. Pasa! 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 Alright, let's switch. Now, on this one, we're still gonna do 2 sets. I don't know why I held up 3. Like I said, I was probably because I was holding up 3 earlier a lot, but we're gonna do 2 sets. But on the second set, we're not gonna do as many because we're gonna get a water break. Pasa! 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 Alright, switch. Now we're not going to do as many, like 2 or 3. So, on this side, so. Pasa! Pasa! Make sure you chamber your kick like this, so then you get more power. And so when you chamber, they can't kick you. Like their foot comes, so they lift their foot up, and it will hit your knee. So you get more power because you snap out, and so you score more often because it's more power, and they score less often because your knee's like this. So boom, it gets stuck. Pasa! All right, switch. Pasa! 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 All right, let's get some waga. Water. Get some water. Don't worry, guys. We almost done. We only got a couple more drills left. Then we're going to stretch. Do some dynamic stretches. And then I am done for today. All right. 20 seconds. And if you're already back, I want you guys to be stretching. Stretch by yourself. But I am going to do a little stretching with you, but I still want you to stretch. All right, guys, come back. I'm yelling just in case if people are in a different room. Come back. All right, I hope you guys are all back. Oh, okay, so stretch. So I want you to grab your foot and pull it back like this, like we were doing earlier. 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know I should have mentioned this earlier, but since we aren't taking a break from now on, oh yeah, by the way, there's no more water breaks, so we're almost done though, so yeah. So there's no more water breaks, but we're almost done. So for next, like when I post another one of these classes, if you guys need a longer break, take a longer break. I'm not forcing you to come back, okay? You could take a longer break if you need to. But so now we are going to do, so remember I was telling you on the, when we were going to the head, right? Remember when I was telling you that? I was telling you to hold your foot up before you kick, right? I forgot to do it like 20 times. Remember that? Yeah? So here's why. So you're going to cut kick, and then you're without dropping it, and you might not call it a cut kick at your dojang or dojo. You might call it a stab, or you might call it a side kick. Whatever you call it, still the same kick. But so when you do the cut, stab, or side kick, you're just going to go straight to the head. Now do you see why I was telling you to hold it up before you go? Because you're going to be cut kicking, and then without dropping it, you're going to go to the head. Now if you can't do that, if you can't go without dropping it, you can drop it, okay? If you're not that advanced and you need to drop it, you could drop it, okay? Drop it if you need to. So you're gonna go like this. If you don't need to drop it, you're gonna go cut, boom. I'm gonna do it in regular motion. So, pasa. All right, so 0, 200, pasa. 0, pasa. My foot got stuck. Let me out. 200. All right. Pasa. Well, I like to call this two kicks when you put them together. I like to call them cut flick. And if sometimes you do want to drop your cut you want to drop your cut. So cut, drop, flick. Sometimes you do want to do that, right? But in this case scenario, we don't. So I want you to cut and then go up. Pasa. Pasa. I just farted. Oh, there, yep. There it goes. Oh God. Hopefully it's not that bad. Pasa. Pasa. I messed that one up. Pasa. Switch legs. Pasa. 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 Update, my fart was not that bad. Oh God, what's wrong with me? Pasa. Pasa. Switch legs. So second set, first leg. Pasa. 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 All right. Second set, second leg. Pasa. So if you don't know what that means, switch legs. So you should be on your right leg. Pasa. And today, on all the kicks we do, we're only gonna use either all left leg or all right leg. Wait, I did that wrong. All left leg or all right leg. Pasa. 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 And make sure when you kick, you could get hurt because you could twist your ankle. And if you ever twist your ankle while you were walking or if you play basketball, and if you twist your ankle, it does not feel the greatest. You have to like start walking like this, and you're like that. So you don't want to twist your ankle. You want to know how you don't twist your ankle? Turning your back foot. Because then you have to like, how would you twist your foot if it's backwards? Like, I'm trying to twist my ankle and I can't. So have it backwards. Or if you're like this, if you have it just not backwards like this when you go, it's easy to twist your ankle. So make sure you turn your back foot. And you don't want to start with your back foot backwards like this. You want to be regular, right? So like this, right? And then when you go, right? Once you lift your front foot up and you slide forward on the stab or cut kick, right? You slide forward, you also twist your back foot. So like this. Pasa! Right? Keep going, guys. We're almost there. Pasa! After this, we only have one more. Then we're gonna do a butt drill to make your butt stronger. Because when we do our classes, we are gonna do butt drills, and it's not gonna be like where you kick, drop, kick, or it's not just gonna be one. We might do 5 kicks in a row where we keep our foot up. I have to do drills where you have to do 6 kicks in a row without dropping your foot. And it looks like this. Pasa, 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 pasa. So I'm gonna have you guys doing that soon. Yep. But right now I'm being nice to you. You only have to do 2 kicks in a row. Pasa. All right. So we're gonna do butt drills, stretch. So no, then we're gonna put everything together. Butt drills, stretch, bye. Okay? We're not done right now. Don't click off. We're not done. We still got little bits. Pasa. Pasa. All right. So now what we're going to do, all right? Why do I keep saying all right? So now that we're going to do, now what we're going to do, we're going to go cut, flick, drop it, once you drop it, I want you to immediately go back up and kick to the body. So it's gonna look like something like this. Pasa, 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 pasa. All right. So start. This is the last one before we do the butt drills, stretch, and then bye. Okay. Let's go. Pasa, pasa. On this one, we're only going to do one set. So, all right. Pasa, pasa. Pasa, pasa. And it's okay if your kicks are like this. Pasa, pasa, pasa. It's okay if they're slower. Okay, you don't need to be going like, a matter of fact, sometimes you actually want to go slow. Like the actual kick itself is fast, but like, pasa, you could hold it and then go. Because they think you're immediately going to go. So they bring their hand up, they're like, oh, he's not going. They bring it down, okay? And we're not doing that right now, but just saying, don't feel bad if can't go so fast. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself from the day before to yourself now. That's the only thing you want to compare yourself to. Pasa, pasa. Just all I want you to do is get better every day. Because soon enough, if you get better every day, you're going to be just as good as me, okay? So, keep trying your hardest. Pasa, pasa. All right, switch legs. Last leg. And then we're going to do butt drills, stretch, and we're done. So, okay? Pasa, pasa. Pasa, pasa. Pasa, pasa. Pasa, pasa. These are not the greatest. Pasa, pasa. All right. So, just a heads up before we get started on the butt drills. And the butt drills are to make your butt stronger, so then you could hold your foot up for longer. All right, because like I said, we're gonna have to hold our foot up for a long time. So we need our butt nice and strong. So what we're gonna do, so we're gonna grab onto something. And if you don't have anything to grab on, well, you should actually, because you could grab on your wall. So you actually do have something you could grab on, so that's not a problem. But if you don't, how are you even watching this? Because you need to put your like computer or phone or something on. So you should have somewhere to like grab. Okay, I don't know why you wouldn't, but okay. So what you're gonna do, you're going to grab onto something. You're gonna fluently lock your leg out and just hold it. It might not hurt at first, but believe me, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It hurts. So everybody get on and hold it. Like my butt's already starting to hurt. I should be doing these way more often, but I don't. That's why I want you guys to, so that you guys are better than me when I get older. When you guys get older, my age, or you might probably are already older, but once you get the same years of experience I got, I want you guys to be better. And I just thought about it. If you don't have something to hold on to, you could just hold there like this. Because you also need to work on your balance. All right, you got 30. 25. 20, 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not done. We're gonna do this 3 sets. So yeah, so don't think, oh, I'm done, I just gotta do my other leg, then stretch, then bye. No. We still got 3 sets, so that's 1 set on 1 leg. Now we're gonna switch legs. Now this should be, I don't know, this is my bad leg, so oh god. I'm gonna count for about 1 minute, so it's not gonna be exactly, don't call down the comment section, oh, yeah, that was not 1 minute, although you said it was. Okay. It's not gonna be exact 1 minute, okay? Not a timer. I'm just a teacher and a student. I'm like a student teacher. If you know what that is, that's what I am right now. All right, hold it up. And I don't want you to have your leg like this. You're not gonna feel anything. I want it completely locked out. And I want it straight like this. I don't want it down here, all right? I want it straight. And don't have your hips like this. Have it completely straight. So it should be a complete straight line all the way down to your foot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. That's 1 set done. All right, I think I might have said too much. Here, I'll be nice. You only have to do 2 sets, so 1 more set on each leg. All right? Because even now I'm having a hard time doing this. My butt is like breaking. So let's go. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So after we finish this, we got our other leg. Then we're done with this, and then we stretch, and then we're done. All together. Actually, I think I might want to add something after this. Just a cool down, so it's not going to be something hard. It's going to be a cool down. But I might not. I don't know. I'm thinking of it. I don't know what I want to do. Oh, yep, sorry. After we do this butt drill, I'm going to do a cool down with you, and then we're done. No, then we stretch, then we're done. We're still going to stretch. Stretching maintains the same. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. This is the last leg, then we're going to do a cool down, and then stretch, then done. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say, bring up your other leg. All right? Sorry, it just went without you guys. Bring up your other leg. So, I know at first you're like, butt drills, that doesn't sound too bad. Now do you know what I'm talking about? These hurt. We got 10, we got 9, we got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So this next one right here, it's fairly easy. All we're gonna do, we're just gonna alternate roundhouses, rear leg roundhouses like this, slowly. And you don't have to be going super fast, high intensity, just slowly, just to cool down. And so I'll tell you when to start, I'll tell you when to finish, and then we're gonna stretch. We're gonna do 3 sets of these, and 3 is locked in number. Locked in, okay? 3. So I'm not gonna lower it to 2 or nothing. It's not that hard. This is not that hard. So I'll tell you when to start, I'll tell you when to finish. It's just alternating roundhouses slowly. Like that, all right? So 3, 2, 1, start. This is just a cool down. No high intensity. Your RPE should be at like 2 or 3. Four, 3, 2, 1. All right. That's just 1 set. Well, it's not hard. All right. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1. You should be able to talk easily right now. You shouldn't be gassed out. You should just be able to look at me right now and talk back. You should be able to talk back to me. All right, last set, we're gonna stretch, and then we're done. All right, it's not gonna be no mini stretch. We're gonna do like full-time 5-minute stretch. All right. All right, 3, 2, 1, get started on the roundhouses. And just so you know, I'm not gonna do exactly 5 minutes. It's not gonna be 300 seconds. It's gonna be somewhere like that. And I just kicked low, so that reminded me. Make sure you kick your above your waist. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. 2 more stretches. After we stretch, we're done. So we're basically done. We just got to stretch. You need to get as wide as you can. Fall down like this into your frogs. Now, you have to adjust your legs so that they get wider and more flat. You can move to one side and then move to the other. One leg out and the other leg in. Rock back and forth. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternate. I'll just kick that plastic. Alternate. Switch legs. So you should have your right leg in, left leg out. Or don't sweat if you just did that and you switched. If you just did right leg in, left leg out, left leg in, right leg out, okay? All right, now bring your right leg out or left leg out. So they should be both be out, so like this. Then you should be forward, walking back and forth. All right, now don't just stand up. I want you to stand up slowly. So I want your legs to come in slowly like this. All right, now stand up. Now, here's a little fun one I want you guys to try. We're gonna do it 3 times. So we're gonna jump into our splits. Now, when you do it, don't just jump. Like, you wanna use your hands like that so you don't get yourself hurt, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was the best I probably ever did it. All right, stand up. You do it 2 more times. All right, 1 more. So you're gonna jump into your splits. Jump up into your splits. All right, we are done. Done. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I want you guys to like the video. If you liked the video, I want you to like the video. If you want to see all my latest videos, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and then press all. So you see all my videos. And make sure, if you did enjoy, make sure to click the share button and share it to a friend. If you don't get the like what I'm doing, then you probably haven't seen my day in life video, which you should totally check out. It's just completely epic and cringy. So yeah, let's go. Bye guys. I just fell. Okay. Bye.